Hi there, Toyota owners. Today on your 2020 Toyota Highlander, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install Yakima's roof rack system. This consists of Yakima's landing pads, Skyline towers, and 50-inch Jetstream rails. This roof rack system is custom fit for your Toyota Highlander, and it attaches directly to your factory raised rails, making the installation so much quicker and easier than many other style of roof rack systems out there. It's going to provide you with Jetstream bars that will work with most accessories, and also has a T-slot here on top, so you can use T-slot accessories as well. This is going to let you get some of the gear that you might have had stored at the back of your vehicle up on top, freeing up extra room, and it's also going to allow you to carry things that you just couldn't carry inside your vehicle, like kayaks or bikes. And I think one of the coolest parts about the landing pads here is how quickly you can remove the Skyline towers and rails from them, because maybe you don't like the noise, the wind noise, and some other things that happens by putting a roof rack on your vehicle. It's as easy as pulling out on the cover, and look at that, it lifts right off. We just pull the cover out on the other side and we can just set these in our garage and we're ready to use them again. They just drop down in place, the cover pushes back on and that locks it in, and they're not going anywhere. Now, one of the things I do recommend is switching out the cover here with a lock. You can get lock kits from Yakima here at etrailer. That'll work directly with these, and that'll protect your investment. That way nobody can just come up, and you saw how easy and quickly it was for me to take this off. So it could walk away at a potential campsite or something, so I highly recommend those. The bars have an aero design to help cut down on wind noise and drag, and has an aluminum construction which is going to resist against rust and corrosion, as well as be a lighter bar due to that as well. And one of the things I like about these is how quickly and easily they can be removed. You simply open up the covers and you can lift it up, do the same thing on the other side, and if you want to put them back on, they simply just drop down and click into place. I've got some measurements for you here, because you do want to keep in mind that you've added some height to your Highlander. We added about 5 inches to the top of our vehicle, and from the roof to the bottom of the bars, it's right at about 4 inches. You want to keep that in mind for your accessories that you're going to be installing. And center to center on our bars is going to be about 31 inches for our spread. Now that we've covered some of the features of our roof rack, why don't you follow along with me and we'll show you how to get these installed. On your Highlander, you'll find covers located on your raised rails. You want to remove those with a screwdriver. You'll see there's a slot. Just poke it in there and just pop that up, and we can get that removed. You'll have 2 on each side you'll want to remove. We now take the hardware that comes in our kit, and you'll notice that they're labeled. We've got a B on this one and an A on this one. So with the passenger side, the B is the front one and the A is the rear one, and on the driver's side it flops. The A is going to be the front one and the B is going to be the rear one. When you put them in place, you want to be able to read the Yakima, so it's kind of like this, and it would just go just like that. So we're going to put our B up by the front one, and we're going to take the A here at the back, and you'll see there's a hole there right on top. That's going to line up with the hole in our landing gear pad. So it's just going to sit into place on there just like that. You'll then have the upper attachment point here. This is going to sit right on top, and you also want to be able to read the Yakima logo. We can then open it up. I want to open it up first just because it's a little stiff. And you'll see there's a hole in this component as well. We'll take the hardware that comes in our kit. We want to put one of the washers on it, slide it down in there, and then we can use the included tool to run it right down into the top. We'll then repeat this for the 3 remaining locations. There's a little bit of Loctite that comes on your bolt, so if it feels a little stiff at a certain point, just be careful and just go past that. You can see here it gets stiff towards the end because of that. Now, in order to attach a roof rack to your new landing gear rails, you are going to need Yakima Skyline towers, and then you can use whatever crossbars that you want with these. Now, in order to get the rails attached to your Skyline feet, you need to use the hardware that comes included with your Yakima bars. It's going to be different depending on the bars that you use. We're using the Jetstream bars, so this is what our hardware is going to look like. It's got a plastic piece, and then this will insert in there so it'll slide into the bar. But this does vary depending on whatever your choice is. You'll want to refer to your instructions so you can get these properly attached based on the bars that you had chosen. So now you can take your prepared bars. You need to have the cover open because that's what's going to lock it to our attachment point. And then we're just going to set it in place. and you may need to adjust it. Once we get it on there, we're going to go ahead and just push that cover up. That's going to ensure this side stays on. And then we can go over to our other side, and now we're just going to even out our bar. And there's actually numbers written on the bottom, so you can just make it so the numbers on the bottom are at the exact same point on each side. Then just open your cover back up once you've got them centered and tighten them down. There we go. We want to have 3 clicks on our device. Now we got the proper torque. There we go. Close the cover back up, and that's going to lock it in place, and we'll just repeat that on the other side and then install our front rail the same way. And now to finish up our installation on our Jetstream bars here on our Highlander, all we got to do is put our strip in place and then cut it to length. And with the little bit of excess that you've got, you can use this as well to cover up the outside. And we're just going to repeat this at each attachment point here. You got plenty of excess, so if you don't make a great cut, you can always make another. And that completes our look at Yakima's roof rack system on our 2020 Toyota Highlander.